Hi, Tony back with you. Today I'm going to show you how to add a Starlink system to a Unifi system over a VLAN. So I'll flip the camera around and show you what to do. Okay, this is our Starlink here. It's up on a flat roof away from the house. So the house is in huge grounds and it's a huge big house, as you can see. But there was nowhere on the house I could put this Starlink. It didn't work out at all. But here we have this huge garden room with a flat roof, and that worked out for me. Only problem is the comms room's right back in the corner of the house, and I'll show you what I did to get our WAN over to the existing router. So this is the comms rack in the garden room, which I just showed you. So the dish is actually up on top. Starlink dish is actually up on top of this roof here. If I open the cabinet door here, and we have fiber networks throughout. So this is a switch just for the garden room. Literally there's TVs and music and barbecue area, that type of thing. So all I had to do, you see my red cable here. I chose an empty port on the Unifi switch, which was port number 4. And I'll take you over to the other switch, the main switch where the router is, and show you what's happening there. So as we come down into the basement room, we have all our audio gear and our AV gear here now. And in the actual comms room here, in the boiler room, the plant room, you might call it, I have all the fuse boards, etc. The workings of the house, that type of thing. And over here is our main rack, where we have a switch up there, Unifi, and UDM SE there, or Pro there, whatever it is. And what we're going to do now is we use port number 4 on the garden switch. And here I have plugged in to port number 7 on the router UDM, and I'm basically just going to loop this cable here, the other side of this cable from number 7, straight into the WAN, bang, like that. But first, before I do that, I have to set this stuff up on the computer. I'll show you that now. Okay, so over to the computer. Here we are on our Unifi network, and as you can see, so it's a bit shaky and it's probably not great resolution. But as you can see, here's our Unifi setup, our gateway setup, and all I have to do is go over here to devices. I have to choose, first of all, settings. I have to go to networks, and here is what I've added. It's called WAN route, I've called it. It's basically a network with a VLAN tag. So I'm on the 5 subnet there, just a normal network, no big deal. And I've gone to manual there, and I've chose VLAN ID of 5 there, and gone down and pressed save at the bottom. So that's done. Then I've gone back to my network devices. I've got to update that one there. Do that in a minute. And I chose Outhouse, which is the switch that we want. Over on Outhouse here, port manager. Port number 4 is the one we're going to use. And here I have on taking it off default, and I've put it onto VLAN tag of VLAN 5. And over in our back to devices, over in our main router here, got to do the same. Go over to port manager, and I've gone to number 7, and I've done exactly the same thing. I've gave it the VLAN tag there of 5, and then press save. Now that's all we have to do, except plug both ports in, and we've brought our Starlink WAN over the existing trunk network cable, fiber optic cable, all the way back to the router, and looped from number 7 on the router over to WAN in. And as you can see there, it's marked up Starlink. So finally now, back with the Starlink, as you can see there, active, and we run the speed test there. Not sure, it's kind of up and down, but it's normally about, I don't know, 300, 305, 366. Before we were getting about, I don't know, 26 or something like that off the local VDSL line. This is much better, and here's a good way of bringing it over to your router through the VLAN. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you, bye.